I've got Kevin Park here from Zixi. I'm just thinking about the uses for Zixi, and I'm also thinking about what we're doing with NAB Show Live. I'm thinking remote production, right? So I'll just give you a quick rundown, and then we'll talk about the amazing things you guys are doing. So I think remote production, right? LeVar's got a camera. He's got the Fujifilm camera-to-cloud camera. We're actually using it to go live right now with a great lens. And then it's going into a live view pack over HDMI. It's being received by a receiver back in Fort Lauderdale, going through a 4A MFR 5000, I hope I said the right model, I'm pretty sure I did, router. That SDI router is then going into a TriCaster 2 Elite, and then through some other stuff as well, being switched. We've got Brainstorm, Aston running graphics and whatnot. Maybe you guys can show the control room real quick in the data center. And then it's going back into the data center, and it's being fed into a Zixi broadcaster through an AJA converter, which then allows us to convert the SDI into what signal is that?
So it could come out of there in a few different, but it would probably be UDP.
Yes, actually, yes, it's UDP, and then it's coming into the Zixi, and then it goes from Zixi, goes off to Bright Cove. You literally just heard that whole workflow. Right. So now I'm with Kevin Parks of Zixi. Thank you for all that, and we've been working with you guys for a while now, doing amazing things. We have 3 Zixi broadcasters, and just talk about what you guys are doing and the other uses that you guys are being used for.
Yeah, sure. So the one you described is really a contribution use case, right? And it's getting that signal up to your cloud environment and then to your production environment. And then, from that broadcaster, you can go out to lots of different places, so that would be more distribution as well. So we do Zixi, started out about 15 years ago. Really, we're known for the Zixi protocol, which is still probably the best protocol for delivering live channels or live video over any IP network. But we work with all protocols. We work with 18 different protocols. And so there's all sorts of use cases now for Zixi. There's that transmission one you described. Transmission can be either on the contribution side or the distribution side. But lots of our customers use this for other things as well. Some of them don't even use this for transmission. They use this just for normalization. So larger content distributors that might be bringing in hundreds of channels from all sorts of different sources, their downstream workflow needs to be normalized. So regardless of what protocol it comes in or what, they might need the English audio on the same PID, and Spanish on the same PID for the downstream workflow. So they use this just for normalization. Wow. So there's all sorts of different use cases we're used for today.
Wow. So I'm going to share something you guys don't know. So as a result of COVID, we won this massive client at the studio, and we were doing this thing because a studio was literally born out of Broadcast Beat because we've been doing this for so long at the shows, right? So we literally were producing live shows in the fitness industry, and we have 3 Zixi broadcasters. The AJA box, same thing, brings a feed into here, feed into there, and a third feed. And then AWS, Media Connect, brings in video into the first one, the second one, the third one. Third was like an emergency backup. All 3 are on different internet connections, which we still do the same thing. And then we're using the hitless merge feature. And so hitless merge of the 2, and then it's married in the cloud, and say that internet connection goes down, and the audience doesn't even know what's happening. It's just amazing.
Yeah, the hitless merge is something actually, so we've been saying patent pending hitless merge for a long time. The patent was just granted recently.
Oh, great.
So now it's a patented hitless merge, and it uses DNA sequencing to pick the packets from each of those different paths you described and to merge them together so that if one path goes away, it's totally transparent to the other side. It's actually the workflow I'm showing behind us has.
Cool. Yeah. So back at the ranch, I'm using more of the local interface, but these guys have showed me ZenMaster before, and ZenMaster, my understanding is it's kind of like this overlord, right? And it kind of oversees all of your Zixis all over the world, right? So let's just talk about ZenMaster, because I remember when you guys showed it to me originally, I could literally set up a configuration, and it would deploy that configuration to multiple systems and then manage it in one centralized place, right?
Yeah, so ZenMaster, it is exactly that. It's our control plane, our end-to-end control plane, provides visibility and management for all of those workflows. And it's the Zen stands for Zixi Enabled Network.
Oh,
so it's not even just solely Zixi's software, but it's also, we're integrated with about 450 different partners, and so that whole network of partners, you can manage a lot of that equipment through ZenMaster as well.
Yeah, and just amazing stuff. Thank you so much.